Hey everyone, this is probably the latest Ken from the car I've ever done. So sorry, and welcome to the replay. Okay, I'm gonna need to close that. So I'll wait for a few minutes because I'm sure people have given up hope that I'm gonna be on a Ken from the car today. So I'll give a few minutes for people to get their notifications. If you are new and just watching the replay, welcome to the replay. And it's Ken from the car. Yeah. So I'm gonna get a little drinky drink. And now I'm gonna memorize that. Hi everyone. Sorry I'm so late. It's my life. I am telling you. Okay, so for those of you who have been following my Ken from the cars these past week, I was too afraid to go to my spot today. So I have found the perfect spot for me to do my Ken from the car. But the past 2 weeks, the same person's like come out of their house and done a lap around their block and just stares at me, and I'm legit intimidated. So I'm as close as I can. Here, I'll show you. See that house? You can kind of see it right there. That house is the house. And so I started going down the street, and she was already in her front yard, and I was like, I'm not doing it. And now the sun's doing, holy moly. Okay, listen. Let's just start this Ken from the car out by saying, if you have friends in the world that are extroverts, they're not okay. Coronavirus has mentally done damage to them, and they're not okay. They might say they're okay. They might say to you, a typical conversation, so how are you doing? I know you're a very social person. How are you doing coronavirus? And when you hear this, I'm fine. It's fine. I love it. I needed this time alone. It's great. It's great. How are you? It's fine. I love it. I love it. Okay. Oh God, you guys. I literally want to go down that street so bad, but I think they'll call the cops on me. All right, so, right? Okay, so let's just get this out of the way. This is not liquor. This is how I am normally. Okay, it is. Of course, I'm doing this during the time when everyone's getting home. So I'm probably going to get my... You know what? I just need to stop worrying with people. So why don't I do it in my driveway? Because we have AT&T. I have found this magical thing that the closer you are to an AT&T tower, your service is amazing. So I'm almost inclined to buy a house on that street just so I can do lives. Like, this is what happens to us extroverts during coronavirus. We've lost it. Okay. So I want to apologize for being late and for the title. And I do want to give you a warning and an advisor, because I truly do feel like this Ken from the car can trigger some emotions. Because you guys, I literally, there are so many cars coming down this road. Like, I feel like I'm peeing in a public bathroom and I have pee shyness. No, I have someone looking at me. I can't. Okay, I'm shaking. I'm so nervous, but I really want good service for you guys. Okay, we need to compose myself, or we're already 4 minutes in. This is why you either like Ken or you don't like Ken. I get it. I'm not everyone's flavor. I understand that. But I am telling you guys that you need to check on your friends that are extroverts, because we're not okay. We might say we're okay. We're really good at telling people we're okay, but I don't think we're okay. Okay. So the reason the title is what it is because we need to talk. It's been a rough day. And some of you may have saw a little start of it in yesterday's video where this cute little tiki board almost broke me. Isn't he cute though? You want to win him? You can. There's a link down below. He kind of looks like an Ewok. This almost broke me. debated about taking this live down because the majority of the live is a thumbnail because me and Sean have communication issues. Oh my God, you guys. Okay, we're gonna get to that. All you can do is laugh, right? Okay, so if you want to win a tiki, this tiki guy, you can. It stops. I'm glad you guys see my vision because Sean thought I was legit. Not okay. Okay? I'm not okay. Which, by the way, just to tell you how my day went, you want a little sneak peek? And I quote. So right before Jasmine left for the day, she might have said, Ken, how are you doing? And I think she was like, I need to leave. So this is, I said, Jasmine, look for my live today because you can help with the comments. And she said at 5:41, you good? This is from Jasmine. You good, question mark. Waiting for your live. And I sent her a voice message. Yes, I'm running behind. This is what she wrote. LOL, it's all good. Just making sure you hadn't killed Sean yet. I'm not even kidding. Can you see it? Yep. Okay, so let's get into the nuts and gritty and then we can talk about this. I'm not even sure I can get through this live. Okay, so. Oh, well, there went my notes. All right. Pretty sure this is the first stage of insanity. Okay, so. Yes. Oh no, I forgot my Lady Yums. Oh man. You guys, I'm so sad. Oh, that's all I was looking forward to. I have not eaten all day so I could eat these macarons with you guys because they're so good and I forgot them. And Sean doesn't have a car to bring them to me. We'll just have to do another video showing them because they're so good. And I was so excited. I even wrote down the flavors. One was raspberry leche, apricot coconut, hazelnut ginger lime, coconut blackberry fennel, crunchberry hibiscus. Oh my gosh. I might have to drive and get them because I was so excited. And they're gay ones. Like, they're legitimately gay. They're gay colors. They're pride. I'm not even kidding you. I know you think like I'm kidding. I'm not. I'll show you the links down below. Did I even put the links in? Like, they're gay. Where is it? I don't know, guys. This could be rough. Where's my link? See, I've lost control. Just a sec. I'll show you a photo of how good they look. Nope, that's not it. Nope. Oh, I don't have Wi-Fi. Well, anyways, they were really good. So, oh, here they are, Lady Yum. So they're based out of Seattle. I was going to show you. So when I say they're gay, I really mean it. See? Are you okay? Really? You're going to slow down and stare at me and your bumper says silly girl, Jeeps are for boys. Oh, she just put her brake lights on. That's not good. Okay, listen to this. I swear we are going to talk about stuff. Look, they're gay. See? Don't they look so good? That's exactly what they look like in all of their glory. Look. Look. I was so excited to share this with you all. Extroverts are not okay. I'm telling you this right now. We're broken. Okay. So, moving along that, we'll do that a little bit. Yeah, right. Roll with it. So, let's talk about really quick. The reason I was so excited is I bought 2 packages. Number 1 to eat and test. And the next one, a little preview, a little sneaky peeky for all of you guys. I bought some because we're going to GLOWFORGE on them. I know. We bought, I always say it wrong, macarons or no, it's not macaroons, macarons, because you can glow forge on them. So I had to buy 2. 1 to test with you guys and eat. I have sneak peeks. I am telling you, I'm in a saucy state of mind, so you guys are going to get a lot of stuff. So, GLOWFORGing on macaroons. We're GLOWFORGing on chocolate. We're GLOWFORGing on pancakes and on marshmallows. We're just, I'm telling you, Ken's beautiful, crazy life. It's crazy. Legitimately, I think I've entered crazy zone. Ask Jasmine. When your assistant has to reach out to you and say, I'm worried for Sean's safety. You know? Now the mailman's looking at me. Listen. I know, Kate. It's fine. Okay. All right. So, let's talk about sales. So this video was supposed to be earlier in the day, so this sale might be done. But 651, who I love, you guys know I love 651, Troy and Tammy. Why do people think it's weird that I am sitting in my car talking? Look at, they all put their brakes right. I'm going to turn it around on the next car so you can see. No matter where I'm at. You know what? It's fine. Okay, so 15% off Easy Weed. So I love Siser Easy Weed because it's easy to weed. And it's 15% off if you use the link and Easy15. EASY15. So use that. I think it goes until 12 o'clock Eastern. So you have to act quick. Sorry. But you still get 5% off everything else with Get 5. They have new StarCraft metal, which is beautiful. And I can't say, but tomorrow there may be a video of a new product coming out that you're gonna wanna watch. That's all I can say because I'm not supposed to say. So tomorrow there will be a video that goes live in the afternoon where I'm using a product that a company sent me. You might wanna watch it. All right, we might use the GLOWFORGE. Maybe. So that'll be tomorrow. Okay, so the next up I want to talk about is the GLOWFORGE. I am so excited, you guys. You guys know I love my GLOWFORGE. That's how we cut this guy out on the GLOWFORGE. We did use Chocolate on the back to make that texture, which we're going to talk about in just a second because someone questioned me. But I'm so excited. So I'll give you a little bit of sneak peek. We are legit going crazy with this machine. Like, we're engraving dog tags, granite, slate, a canteen, I think, or like what people put, let's be honest, is what they put liquor in to sneak into like their work because they're living in a world we're living in and they just need that little container of booze, but we'll call it a canteen. Okay, we're gonna GLOWFORGE that. What else we're gonna GLOWFORGE in? Marshmallows and pancakes and shoes. A flask, that's what it's called. Our happy juice. Yeah, you are, Jazz, we're going to talk about that, Jazzy. If you guys see, Sean's not in this room, and I told him he may want to avoid this Ken from the car. All right, so be looking forward to that. I will tell you, a big part of our brand change and going to Ken's beautiful, crazy life is my life is legit crazy. And I do hide a lot of it. And whenever I think of doing a video or, you know, most people have that intention of, I do what I want. I don't. I think of a video and I say, okay, what is I way overthink it. What's the message? What will this say to my other business partners? What will they, you know, like I way overthink it, right? So now that I'm broken from this, being stuck inside, I'm just saying, he's extremely calm. He is very calm. He's so calm that sometimes I think he's not on the same planet as me. And if you watched my live yesterday, you might know what I'm talking about. Okay, you guys are getting me off topic. So, GLOWFORGE is going to be a big part of Ken's beautiful, crazy life. I love this machine so much, you guys. I didn't know how much I was going to love it. And now all of the possibilities we have and to use with business partners, I just can't wait. Like, I know this isn't everyone's jam. Like, I get it. Like, some people are like, this is ugly. It's not normal. Looks kind of weird, right? I love it. And at the end of the day, it's my channel. I think it is. Okay. Don't tell Sean. But see, look at, he's not giving me my juice because he thinks sugar is bad. So I hide it. Simon, I love you. But I just want you to know, if me and Sean break up, Simon, you have to be my friend and not his, okay? I'm just kidding. Simon S. Extroverts need people. Okay. If you don't know who Simon is, he's a big deal and has a stamp line, and I love it. And he is Simon Hurley, and he draws his stamps. They remind me of when I was in high school. I love them. They're whimsy. I love them. Okay. So, and you always come to my Ken from the car, Simon. That's so sweet of you. I just love creators supporting creators. It's so awesome. It literally brings, this is what us extroverts need, is connections. And when we don't have it, things get crazy. That was a very big comment and I didn't see it. I'm sweating. Okay. We need to turn on the air conditioning. Okay. So, Cricut, there's stuff on sale. And if you have access, you get it on a better sale. And you can use my code PUPPIES and you get it more sale. So basically, 30% off tools, 30% off vinyl, 70% off fusible ink. However, if you are going to buy a machine, buy it through 651. They actually sell all the Cricut machines. I don't know if you know that. And you can use Get 5. So you can get 5% off Cricut machines. Like, that's unheard of. So use them. And I like them a lot. I will tell you, Silhouette is going to have a Christmas and July sale. I can't tell you what's coming out, but it's going to start July 1st. And it's a really good sale. So during our Ken from the car, I will let you guys know, but you're going to want to check that out. Some other things I wanted to chat about really quick before we get into all my goods is I know you guys all want details on Ken's beautiful, crazy life and what's happening. So I'm so blessed, you guys. Like, first and foremost, you guys have been leaving some amazing comments on our short videos. I cannot take credit for any of those. Jasmine has recorded like 40 videos of her doing beautiful pieces of artwork, and she's editing them and she is getting them up online, and like all I have to do is post them, and like they are on point and she is rocking it. So if you guys love those videos, much love to Miss Jazzy and stuff. Yeah, I know. Slow down. All right, so let's talk. I'm so sad about these macarons or whatever they are, okay? Okay, so one thing I want to tell you guys, I know those hands are very pretty, aren't they? Okay, so this is it. This is the real us. Relationships are hard. They're hard. Like, when I was a kid, I remember thinking to myself, like, why do people get divorced? Like, why can't parents just be happy and stay together? And like, Sean and we've been together for almost going on 21 years. So that is like, that's awesome, right? And we work all the time on our relationship. And yesterday was it's been hard. I love him dearly, but could you imagine just for a moment closing your eyes and never getting time away from your loved one, your husband, your wife? They work with you, they live with you, they're always there. Your friends are their friends. And I love that. But there are times where I feel like Jazzy is like, Ken, I'm afraid one day I'm going to come in and we're going to have to hide a body. Just kidding. I am not. I am. So I'm going to give you the story leading up to this. So one of the things you guys don't get to see a lot is how much work a creator puts into stuff. So for those of you guys that don't know, a lot of people think that we just go live and magic happens. It's a lot of work getting things ready. When Jazzy first started with me, she was sitting there one day and she was like, I can see why you have so much anxiety. And I was like, what do you mean? I don't have any anxiety. I'm fine. And she was like, okay, well, you're yelling at me. And I was like, I'm fine. It's fine. We have to do 75 videos in a week. And she's like, oh my gosh. So she sat down with me one time and she was like, I didn't ever realize the amount of things you are doing. Like, from the outside looking in, it just looks like I'm playing on a computer, you know? And I hear all the time, like, oh, what does your friend Ken do? Well, he does videos and posts links and makes money. Like, I hear that a lot. A lot of people tell me that. And so because of you guys, I'm blessed beyond belief, and I got to leave my job. You guys all know that. And in the beginning, it was just me. And so when you're by yourself, it has a different, oh, Shanizzle, please don't come over here and talk to me. Just hit your blue bin. He's going to come over here and talk to me, isn't he? And he's scary. Like, he would hurt me in a back alley scary. Oh, God. Hi. Okay, good. He's going. So anyways, in the beginning, it was kind of one of those things where I didn't expect much from Sean because he was working, he had benefits, so I'd be like, okay, worst case scenario, I got benefits, he has his job coming in. So when he would come, it was kind of like our, like, I wouldn't be like, well, I expected of him because he was working a full-time job. Lisa, did you just call me fat? Oh my gosh. You just said you're a big guy. Oh my gosh. No, I'm not going to eat the rest of the day. I'm going to over-analyze that comment. Dig deep. You can't say buff now, Lisa. You can't do it. Not in my fragile state. Oh my gosh, I love you people. You guys seriously, like literally, I look forward to Ken from my car so much. So anyways, when Jazzy started, we got in this good, and it took us a while. Me and Jazzy working together, it probably took us a good 3 months to kind of get our vibe, right? So essentially what happened is we were traveling so much. Sean basically was running out of vacation time. He was asking for too much, time off. And I had made the mention one time of, every time I do a Ken from the car, a storm rolls in. I'm just saying. I think it's because Ken from the car is when lightning strikes. What do you think? I'm just saying. So I had mentioned to him, like, hey, eventually you could possibly work for us. And then within a couple of months, he had told me he is going to work for us. It really wasn't kind of a request. He was just going to say he was going to do it, right? The whole point of the story is we are polar opposites, but in a good way. I am very much so go at 100 miles an hour. I'm already thinking of the next thing. I'm working all the time. I have goals and I want to achieve goals, and I want to be around people. I want to make people happy. I want to make people laugh. Like, I feed off other people, right? And so even when me and Sean starts working with me and Jazzy, and once again, anytime, regardless if you have a husband you're working with or not, anytime you welcome someone to the team, like, you're going to restart those relationships because it's a new person. And so you have to find that vibe again. So same thing. But the problem is we're trying to find a vibe with someone I've been with 20 years, right? And I always tell this to people. I always tell people, when I'm in my worst spot, you reach out to Allie or Jazzy and they will tell you exactly, especially Allie. Like, Allie knows exactly what I need. She's like, don't do that. We need to do this, right? And so I'm trying to get it with Sean, and we are just polar opposites. He's very, quiet and stuff. But the thing is you guys only see part of our scenario. So for the past 2 years, you would not believe how many countless messages I get of, you're mean to Sean, you need to be nice to Sean, stop barking at Sean. And I'm the type that I say, okay, we can all improve ourselves. Hakuna Matata. Namaste. Look to everything as a learning experience. And then there are times where you just want to be like, okay, you don't have the full story, but I don't want to spew the whole story and defend myself, but there's more of a story. And yesterday was, I think, one of the stories. And I get it all the time. Jazzy probably was working with us for 6 months. And Sean left and did something. And she says, I get it. And I said, what do you get? And she says, like, you would always talk about Sean at work. and say stuff, but I would always be like, oh, you have it, you know, you're just mean to Sean stuff. But now that I work with it, I see the dynamic and I can see where your frustrations. Not saying she was ever taking sides. She's not saying, Kenny, you're always right, because God knows me and Jazzy have had disagreements that we've worked through. But here comes another car. Maybe I just pretend that I'm talking on the phone like this. This is why I should just be in my little cul-de-sac getting glared at. Anyways, so I love Sean. Sean is great. Sean has and always will have communication issues. That's just it. I'm an over communicator. Wow, that car is really close to me. And Sean's an under communicator. And last night, I think you guys saw that. So our day started like it does every day, where I get up and we do now like a morning meeting where we're like, okay, we're going to do this. Well, Jazzy was gone yesterday. She had a personal matter, so she worked from home. So here's the deal. When I don't have Jazzy there, there's no diffusement. And you know how sometimes when you leave your home and you're like, I had a rough day today, and you go home and you complain to your family about your work, right? I get it. I was a boss at a bank. I know my employees would go home and be like, Ken this or that. Not even if they like me or not like me. It's just diffusing. And you do the same flip way. So if you had a bad night with your significant other, your husband, your wife, or someone else, you go to work and you spew it on your work people. And they're just like, okay. So when this whole coronavirus happened, Jazzy was gone for a long time. And so all of this, I don't have that diffusement, and it just kind of got me in this bad vibe. You guys all remember that, the dark days. And so when she was gone yesterday, I was like, it's fine. We're going to be fine. So Sean has been wanting to, I want to let you guys know, he does, from the bottom of his heart, want to make sure your viewing experience is the best possible one on YouTube. Like quality, volume control, everything, right? That comes at a cost. And so what had happened leading up to that is we invested a sizable in microphones and cameras. We're talking around $4,000 to $5,000. And I was already saying, like, I don't think it's that big of an issue. I don't think our audience really is like, oh my gosh, the volume's so bad, or your picture quality is so bad, I don't want to watch you. But if that makes you happy, Sean, let's do it. If you think we need this, let's do this. And it was very complicated. It's not just like a camera. It's a, I don't even know. It's a TPZ or a FTZ or a something zoom camera. So, I mean, it was, for both cameras, it was like $1,200, right? And so, like, I'm thinking, okay, we're investing in stuff. So we bought them. We bought the microphones. And yesterday, so you guys know I have been having a lot of pain issues, and I can't get steroid shots. So I was prescribed prednisone to try to get me the inflammation down. Well, one of the side effects is you can't sleep. So I was up yesterday at like 5 in the morning. So I'm already kind of running on fumes. And anyway, oh, here comes the guy again. We might just have to move. But anyways, and so Sean's cameras come, and I can tell he's so excited. He's been waiting for these cameras. He wants to see what it looks like. He's been waiting for the microphones. And he's like, oh, you're going to sound so great on the microphones, and you're not going to be so loud, and it's going to be perfect. Like, he's going into this, and I'm like thinking to myself, like, I don't think I'm loud, but I know I am, and I'm always in the red, but I don't know how to not be in the red, so I don't know what to do, right? And so the cameras come in, he turns on the camera, and he goes to do a broadcast live, and it's got a flickering white, right? And I'm like, well, what's the flickering? He's like, I don't know. And I'm already thinking, like, if this doesn't work, we need to return these because we're investing a lot. So I'm already kind of at a breaking point. And I'm trying to get through the manual. So Sean's really good at finding the best solution. He's not so great at technology fixing the problem, where I'm more of a, okay, let's go to Google, let's YouTube it, let's do this. And so I'm trying to find a solution. And the cameras he bought are ones that are going to go through an HDMI. So you're not going to use the internet to broadcast the camera. I know that sounds weird, but so basically, instead of getting on the internet, you would, you know, basically use it through an HDMI. And to do that, you have to use an HDMI converter, right? So the only way to update these cameras is to do it through the internet. So I'm going through, which, keep in mind, this manual is all in Chinese, not in English. There's no even translate button. So I'm trying to do this by pictures. And so I was like, well, we have to do it on the Wi-Fi network. And Sean looks at me and goes, we're not using the cameras like that. And in a typical day, I would have been like, oh, okay. I was broken. I literally was like, I said, fine. I don't care what you do with these cameras, whatever, and left. And it was one of those moments when I know he felt bad, but on the same hand, too, my perception was, I bought these cameras, we invested a lot, you told me they were going to work, I'm here to help you, and that was the communication I got. It was really passive aggressive. And so we kind of got into it, and it was the, Sean, do not, like, he's like, I finally was like, I don't think you understand, like, I believe wholeheartedly in love languages. Like, I believe the 5 love language book can save relationships that are on the brink of breaking up. However, you have to invest in it and you have to remind yourself. So you have to constantly be working and saying, my love language is this, I'm on empty. Because when you are in a relationship and things are bad, if you have that foundation of still feeling loved and still having your tank full, when you get to those rough moments, you're like, it's okay, because they really take care of me and step up. So obviously you guys know losing Toby did a lot of toll on me, and I'm still dealing with that, and that's something I need to work on. And there was, as much as Sean was there for me, there were some times that we'll just say that some decisions were made that probably weren't the best. So I'm already holding a lot of anger, and I'm depressed, and I'm sad about Toby and stuff. And on top of that, the whole day from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed at night, it is full of work, getting videos ready, links, thumbnails, taking care of Club Couture customers, taking care of my chalk team, creating training, creating the content, working with the companies, like write all that stuff. So I'm already on an edge. Then I'm on a drug that makes me edgy. And so and I'm on empty. Like Sean's and I will struggle sometimes with our love languages. And I basically was like, the reason we have this camera is because of Ken's Kreations, what we built here. So there's a little bit of a sense in, how like sometimes in our life, and this is a huge reflection point, it is so easy to compare ourselves to others and to get us stranded. And what I mean by that is I look, and let's say, I'll use it in this aspects of, I just built a house. It's my dream house. I love it. And then literally the next day, someone builds a house across the street. And now all of a sudden I'm like, well, my house doesn't compare. I need to beat them. But if I bring out an album and see the house that I was living in a year before, I'd be like, oh, look at how far I've come. And we have to remind ourselves of that. And so there's times where even it's like, if I don't make X amount of dollars, I'm not doing great. Or I didn't lose enough weight, I'm not doing great. But then if I stop and look back a year ago, I can be like, oh, I've come a long way. And I feel like we need to do that more. And so it was one of those reminders to Sean of saying, he gets frustrated and sometimes gets, loses the fact that we're very blessed. We're so privileged. We get the ability to stay at home. We get the ability to have Jasmine work with us. We have amazing friends. We have amazing family. We have a house that's paid for. We have amazing friends. I have an amazing audience. We need to be thankful. So when someone gets really upset with me on a camera when I'm trying to help them, it just, right? So we had a big conversation around that. And then leading up to this live, I am literally like, I told him, I said, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this coral. I'm going to put it on this back sheet, and then we're going to do bubble wrap. And he literally looks at me and he goes, have you done that before? And I was like, well, no. And he was like, huh, and walks away. To which during the live, someone was like, oh, I didn't understand what you're doing, but I'm totally on board. And he literally goes, oh yeah, it's great. Isn't this great? And I was like, you literally didn't believe in it, right? So during the live, so these little eyes, might just have made our counselor a lot of money. Because these eyes, we didn't mark. So I told him, I said, when we're painting these, make sure we put them all the same way. Because if these get flipped over, we're not going to know which way, right? And so we're painting them, and he's like, well, I think I did it right. So during the live, I kept saying, like, can you bring the photo up? And he'd bring the photo up, and I thought it was the photo, like, just for me and him. Nope. You guys saw a lot of our thumbnail during that live. That's all I'll say. That thumbnail was up every 2 seconds. Like, project this. So during the live, Sean's telling me, like, he's so worried about you guys. Like, he's worried about the comments and, you know, how does the mic sound and the cameras, that he gets so focused on that, he forgets about the live. So there's times where I'll literally be like, okay, on this camera, on camera 1, camera 2, camera. And so he sometimes he's just not invested in the thing. So anyway, so I thought I was just seeing the photo, but it was the thumbnail. But there's this point in the video where I've entered the crazy bat zone because I can't figure out these eyes. To which Sean starts telling me, you need to take the center one and put it in the left corner. You need to take the center one and put it into the left corner. And I'm like, what? He was like, you need to take the center one. No, you need to flip it. Keep in mind, during this time, you guys are all just seeing a thumbnail. You're not seeing what's going on. So all you see is this thumbnail of us with this. And Sean saying, take the left one and put it in the center, and like that. To which I was like so confused. And so all I said is, Sean, you do it. He goes, what? I said, do it. To which, typical Sean, and I love Sean. Please, you guys, don't take this. This is just a relationship. But listen, he goes into flight or fight mode. And he's like, oh, crap. He called me out. So he blames you guys and goes, well, I wasn't saying that. I was just reading the comments from the audience. I lost it. I was like, did you just really blame them all for yours? To which he turns the camera back on, so the thumbnail, and he looks at me, and I was like, so show me how it's done, because I really don't know how it's done at this point. To which he goes, I don't know. So then I'm like, no big deal. It was a fun live. We played it off as very fun and stuff like that. And we were fine after that. But then I watched the live back because I didn't know you guys were seeing that thumbnail as much. So I'm like watching the live back, and I was like, why is the thumbnail up again? Why is the thumbnail up again? And then I timed it. I think that thumbnail's up for 10 minutes during the video, right? And I don't want to say poor Sean, but Sean left because we had to take Sierra in to get her shots. And literally, as soon as he left, Jazzy was like, so how are you doing? And I think she knew, because you can tell when there's like a little bit of tension in a workplace. And I literally said, I love him more than anything. I know his heart's in the good place, and he would do anything for me. However, we may not survive this. And I just needed her to say, I get it. Like, there was a part in yesterday's video where there's times when I will do something like this, and I think it's great. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. But I know sometimes we are either our best advocate or our worst critic. So there's times when I'll be like, Sean, what do you think? You know? And Allie and Jasmine, literally, like, I could probably poop on a leaf and they'd be like, that is the best leaf I've ever seen in my life. Like, no one can top that leaf. It's green. The poop is fresh. Like, nailed it. Spot on. Beautiful. And then what Sean does is he goes, huh. Like, there's been times where literally he's given me that response and I've ripped up a card and thrown it away. So, literally, all of that's leading up. And Jazzy, I'm telling her this whole story, and I just needed to vent, and I'm needing it to say, like, because you know, there are times, like, I am a big enough person to be like, I know that I am equal parts in this relationship. There's got to be things I do that make him batty, and there's got to be things. So I've kind of relied on other people being like, am I off base here? And to Jazzy and Allie's point, they will tell me you're a little off base, or you're overreacting, or you're this, you know, that kind of stuff. But she was just like, Kenny, it's fine. Just, you know, vent, let it out and stuff. And the worst thing that I can do when I'm venting is to call Sean. So I didn't call him. All I did was I texted him, and I'll read the text to you. I didn't think it was bad. I wrote at 2:46, we need to talk about last night's video. And you bringing up the thumbnail. OMFG Sean Anthony McCoy, we need to chat. Well, he took that as I should call you right now and chat, even though I'm at the vet's office. Not good. Not good. I have never seen Jazzy be like, I have to go fix my track now. We'll see you tomorrow. And I did. It was one of those moments that I just, you guys know, you've had those relationships where literally you get into a fight and you say something and you're just like, I did not bring anything good to this conversation. Like, I just made this worse. And so Sean came back and we talked on it, and we go back. I always go back to our counsel days. Literally, if you could be in the best relationship and you should still go to counseling, because you need that third party person to be like, you're off base or this. And the great thing in my counselor is they'll be like, Kenny, you're a perfectionist, you have high standards. And if, you know, I have time to train people, but if I have to give training over and over again and you're not getting it, I get to the point where it's like, I can just do it quicker by time training it. And then not only that, like, once I know someone has it, I'm off, hands off. So like, for example, chalk couture videos, Jazzy's been doing them. She just sends them to me and I post them because I know, like, oh, I trust the process. And then I look and I'm like, I've been with Sean for 21 years. How does he not know our process? Like, how does he not know communication? And am I off base and stuff? So essentially, why am I telling you all this? Well, to make matters worse, I probably get 3 messages a day that people take my humor way off base. And there are times, I'm not gonna lie, there are times that I bite at Sean. I do. I watch back the replays, I listen to it, and I'm like, ooh, you need to chillax, Ken. I get that. But I always need you guys to know that everything led up to that point. And yesterday was one of those videos. And I had to tell you guys this today because it literally felt like I was in La La Land today. Because, like, I needed this Ken from the car so bad. Like, normally I would just push it till the next one, like, but I needed to talk to you guys because I just needed to vent to a whole audience, I guess, and spew my life to you all. And probably people, you know, are like, oh my gosh, you're the basket case. And is this seriously a cop? Nope. I don't think they should have their tint that dark. That's not good. But then I was thinking to myself, you know what? I want to share this. We get comments all the time when we post a photo on Facebook, or we get comments that say relationship goals, or I wish we could be where you are at, or you guys love each other so much. And absolutely, without a doubt, he is my everything. He is my heir. I know I'm his. We have built a beautiful life together. It's been hard work, and I have a newfound respect for everyone who works with their wife or husband or partner or anything, because it's hard. It's really, really hard. And it's interesting because we do the same thing. You know, I watch, for example, I know you guys know I love Shane Dawson, and he's with Ryland, and they did a video one time, and I think it was about TikTok or something, and basically Shane says, no one likes me on TikTok, and they all think they all hate you, Ryland, and stuff. And there's been a few times where I've even said, gosh, I don't like Ryland because of the way he treats Shane. And it was in a video where it was like, you guys don't see living what Shane is like, and you don't see his mind and his hyperness and how excited he is and all that stuff. And I instantly related, and I instantly had sympathy for Rylan, which I never thought I would, because I was like, oh my gosh, it's absolutely on point. Like, it's so easy to pick a team or to identify with one person. And that's something I think people do, is when they watch us, they identify in the relationship. You're either a Sean or a Ken. So there are people that are like, Ken, oh my gosh, I get you. You're like a male version of me and my husband, Sean. And then there's people that identify with Sean and they're like, you're a dick. Like, I'm not kidding. That's what they say. And I always approach it like, I understand, and yada, yada, yada. And Sean has been very good. Sometimes, like, he'll actually send a voice message to people, and like, I saw the comment, so I just responded to him, and I will sit there and be like, that was really nice. And they'll probably think that I told you to do that and made you do that, because like, that's what I would think Rylan was told to do. And that's why I had to do the warning on, you know, Team Sean people, because I get it. I get it, because we have two completely different personalities, and you're gonna relate to one of us. But it is funny, because when I talk to people, I can instantly say what team, you know, you're on. I hate to say team, because that makes it sound like you guys are siding with Sean, which you should not be doing right now. That's not what I'm saying. I'm already broken. Don't break me more. But I get what you're saying. So the great thing I will say about my relationship is I am the type of person that I'm an extrovert. And if I have a problem with you, I'll be like, dude, I have a problem. Let's address it. Let's get past it and move on. And I'm like that. What I don't like is if we have the same problem again and again and again, because I just don't have time for that, right? But I then also need to be able to hear where my faults are. Hence why I do Cam from the car, because if you try to tell me my faults right now, it would not be a good conversation. Just saying. Anyways, that's our day. I was being sarcastic. I knew Kenny would say. They do know me and stuff like that, but I do get it. Here's the deal. I totally get it. There are times that I've watched a live and I'm almost deleted it because I'm like, wow, I was stressed that day. Not your best moment, Ken. But you know what? I then tell myself, that's being in a relationship. That's work. That's what you need to be proud of. We need to look at and say, you know what? We've been together for 21 years. We know each other in and back. And at the end of the day, we love each other. But not every moment is covered in glitter. And I will never be the person that comes to you and when someone says relationship goals, or you guys are so great together, or you're the perfect relationship, I will be the first person to be like, okay, thank you, but it takes work. Every day we have to reevaluate it, and it takes work. And we have to own it when we made the mistake or dropped it or overreacted. We have to be able to say the scenario and stuff like that. And I am blessed to have people in my life that can give me that check. And I can check with Jazzy, and I can check with Allie. Because I'll be honest with you guys, I don't get really close to a lot of people. I'm very, very, when I lost my mom, and I realized how much pain it can be to have someone yanked out of your life in a minute. It is the worst pain ever. So if you don't let people get too close to you, you don't have to feel that pain. So I don't let people, sorry, I didn't know I was going to do that, but I don't ever want to feel that way. So if you don't let them get close, so I don't tend to let people get close. So when I do, and when Jazzy was gone because of the coronavirus and stuff, there was times where I took it really personal, and I knew she was gone because of what was going on in the world. But when you're an extrovert and you get your energy from people, and you get that energy from just being around people and loving the human person, and it's taken away from you, that's why I'm not kidding in a way of saying your extrovert friends are probably not okay. And stuff. So I had to read this comment. I didn't think the video was bad. You can tell you guys have been together for a while. I will tell you guys, in my opinion, it was one of my funnest videos I've done with Sean in a while. I'm telling you 100%. I loved every minute of that video because I think I love that video so much because it is our true relationship. It's truly a miscommunication. Like, I didn't even realize that thumbnail was up that long until it was brought to my attention of like, Ken, do you know how much that thumbnail's on and stuff like that? And it wasn't, we weren't fighting. It was really funny. We were laughing, but there was this undertone of kind of miscommunication between the two of us. It wasn't just his miscommunication, it was my miscommunication. And it was just a hilarious video. And for me, it needed me to also relax. It told me, like, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can mess up. You can say, oh my gosh, this live is this, or be your authentic self. But I also want to take you on the journey, because here's the deal. This is all leading up to a point. I know this is a long live. I'm sorry, guys. Vomit. Blech. Oh, the reason I am telling you guys this is, and I'm giving you a little sneaky peeky here. Ken's Beautiful Crazy Life is going to be the most intimate thing I have ever done with an audience. I am bringing you guys into our daily lives. I am bringing you guys behind the scenes, uninterrupted. Our faults are all going to be there. Our comments to one another are going to be there. There's not going to be this secret language of don't say this, don't do this. You know, there was a while there, like going into every live, I was like, you can't say this, you can't do this. We would tap each other if we were talking too long. If I was too loud, he had a secret thing. Instead of saying, oh my gosh, you are, you know, it just is, I'm getting in trouble if I tell you too much, but I just need you guys to know that, because I need you to understand this next phase is going to be the most raw, intimate look into our lives of running a business. What do I want to say? A big business, and doing it as a family and everything. So I'm really excited about it. I'm so excited for this new direction. You guys have no idea. I have heard so many people of you reach back to me in this past week saying, I love the new Ken. I love the energy. And it's just because I'm so excited. But I'm terrified because it's literally going to be, it could be like, you remember Britney's reality TV show? Yeah, it could be a mess. Like, I don't know. So I'm excited though. It's coming. I will tell you, I'm not getting my own show. I don't think any network wants me. I guess that's not true. All right, I had to share this. I already opened it because they told me to open it early. This is from Michelle, and it says Guiding Light, and it says Shelly on the back, 2020. It says, the brightest light you will ever follow is the one within your heart. Ken and Sean, good luck on your new journey. If you're following what is in your heart, you cannot fail. Shelly. And then and today, when I was coming into this car, after my day and how crazy it is and get into a big fight with Sean, I just needed to see that. I don't know if you can see that on the screen, but she drew it. She drew it with this arm. Just holding on to me. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so stupid. Oh, you need to check on your friends that are extroverts because we are not okay. So isn't that the sweetest painting ever? I mean, the fact that she has all of her dogs, but then she even captured the moment of Sean holding on to me like that. Like, is that not beautiful? You guys, this is why we're so thankful. This is what I remind Sean every day of. We can't take our life for granted, because 4 years ago, I didn't have people painting stuff like this for me. I would have never thought I would have so many people care that my dog passed. Like, we are so blessed. We cannot take that for granted. You got to just always look at your life. And that was our conversation today with Sean. As I said, Sean, look at our life 4 years ago. Look at how amazing we have it. And we just can't take it for granted. Because we've worked hard to get here, and we should celebrate it, and we shouldn't be afraid. But I also want you guys to know that for anyone doing this, it's worth every minute. You just got to work. And when I mean you work, you got to work on your business relationship. You got to work on your relationships in general. I have a good friend, and when I go visit her, there's times where I just want to talk to her, because it takes a certain mindset to sometimes know where I'm coming from, because not everyone can say that you're responsible for your income, and Sean's and Jasmine's and your decisions impact all of this. And that's a lot of responsibility on your shoulders. And sometimes I just need to talk to someone that's in that same kind of mindset, because sometimes you just need that. You need to be able to say, oh, hi, Teresa. You do get me. I'm not going to say it to you, but I mean, it could be. But anyways, you just need that sometimes. You need that. And lately, you guys, I'm just such an extrovert, and I love people, and I love to be around people. So when they canceled ChalkCon, and then Toby died, and all that, like, I think my extrovert inside was just like, like, you are, you know. And it's hard, because, like, when I post stuff, you have to be careful. You don't want to post things that could upset people, or you don't know where people's mindsets are, especially with the whole Black Lives Matter and social distancing. But at the end of the day, we should never compromise who we are and our real truth. And my real truth is I'm very blessed, and I am so excited to be where I'm at. And I am so thankful to my mom, to God, whoever is in charge of my life, of bringing the right people into my life at the right time. And because I have the perfect supporting cast in a series. If I was to have a series, I mean, I'm big enough to realize, like, they would be the supporting cast, right? Like, would I be the star of the show? Is that too egotistical? Like, most people want to watch the train wreck, right? Like, so that would be me. So, all right, I do have another card before I go. And then I might have to do a live about the macarons, because I'm so excited about those. Look at, I'm frothing at the mouth. I'm so passionate today. Oh, look, in loving memory. It says, forever in our hearts, in loving memory. So loved, so missed. So sorry for the loss of your special friend. Prayers and love, Michelle. Look. My ice is here, but it doesn't have, it's all, I don't like it when it gets like this, because that's just basically sugar water. So I had this one that I thought was going to be the same, but Sean didn't put my sugar in there. Does he think I'm bad? Oh, this time. Don't be mad at me. All right. All right, just a sec. Okay, so I'm super excited. In about half a month, the new catalog comes out with Chalk Tour. And then a week from that, I get to go to Salt Lake City. I'm so excited. I get to see friends. I get to go on a couturier retreat. I so need this. Because when you are working all the time, you just need some time to just kind of unwind and stuff. So I just want to tell you guys and everyone just how much I truly appreciate all of you. I know you guys like Ken from the car, but I need you guys to know how therapeutic my little hour of me sitting in the car and spewing all of this to you all. Because I know without the amazing support from you, I wouldn't have the blessed life I do. And I know we work hard for what we do and stuff, but I know, especially when we go through hard times, the amount of love you guys outpour is just inspiring. And the cards you send, and how you love my family and you love my friends. And as soon as I vouch for someone, you guys are like, you're in then. Our mail lady, who's the sweetest mail lady, said to us, she was like, she's been starting to come into our lives, and she's like, she's like, your community is so amazing. And I know not everyone has that. And it terrifies me with this new adventure because our community might grow and hopefully they're nice, because we all know if they're not nice, how sometimes I'll have to have very intimate Ken from the cars to get back on my track and stuff. So, just know I adore all of you. I miss all of you. I love you, Jazzy. I love you, Teresa. I love you, Allie. I love all of you guys. Everyone that sends me special notes and messages. I try to get back to you guys all. But it has been a crazy year. 2020 is a year for the books, if I have ever had one. And it has tested a lot of us. It is tested. And I will say, as much as 2020 has been a year for the books, I'm so excited because our new adventure that's going to be launching here soon, I really do think, I just feel it in my bones that it is the next great chapter of our lives. And I'm so excited to take you guys all on it. And it could be a failure. I do not know at this point. Like, there are days that I'm like, what am I doing? But that's okay. It's fine. We're fine. I need a Xanax, but we're fine. So, all right, guys, I love you dearly. And don't forget, I'll have a video premiering tomorrow. And then we might do maybe the taste test of the macarons in our official Facebook group. So if you want to see that, down below there is a link that sends you to Ken's Kreations official Facebook page. It's a group. I'll get you added. It'll probably be in a half hour or so. We'll do the taste test and see what they taste like. Because I know Sean's excited to try them. So it's a good thing I probably forgot him. It's my mom's way of saying that's an experience you need to do with Sean. So we'll do that tonight in the group when I get home and stuff. So I'll see you guys then.